You're watching Central Illinois' best source for news and weather. WAND News Today starts now.
A Danville man killed while making a pizza delivery, and the people wanted in his death. But first, a second shooting in less than a month at a bar in Decatur. Police investigating the latest shooting, while the suspect of the April crime is still on the loose. Today's morning shooting at Feeling Lucky Lounge and Package leaves 2 people injured. WAND's Karen Eisert is live now from Feeling Lucky with this developing story. Karen.
Matt, this is the second shooting Decatur police have responded to at this bar, Feeling Lucky in Decatur, in a month. Now, this most recent one comes at 1 o'clock this morning. Decatur police responded to the bar off of North Woodford Street just after 1 o'clock this morning. WAND News was on scene as well as police were investigating. But like I said, Decatur police responded to Feeling Lucky bar at 1 o'clock this morning. They say 2 people were shot in the bar's parking lot. Now, it's unclear how the shooting started. Decatur police say they do not have any information on a suspect at this time, but WAND News will continue to keep you updated on this developing story, so trust and stay with us as we work to bring you the latest. Live in Decatur, Karen Eisert, WAND News.
Karen, thank you. More details now on the April shooting. On April 7th, Marcel Whitfield was shot at Feeling Lucky Bar. He later died from those injuries. 29-year-old Cody Burries is wanted in that case, and he is still on the loose. Anyone with information about either shooting are asked to contact Decatur police.
When your house is burning down, you don't wait for the rain to put out the fire.
Governor Pritzker laying out the first of what he says will need to be several budget plans needed to get the state's finances back on track. Thanks for being with us. Illinois will spend millions more on education and legalize and tax sports betting and marijuana under that budget proposed by the governor today. WAND's Joe Ostrowski was at the Capitol for the governor's address. Begins our team coverage tonight.
Yeah, Sean, Governor Pritzker says to fix the state's budget, Illinois has to scrap its flat income tax and adopt graduated tax rates. That again, what the governor says. In the meantime, he's proposing a budget that he calls a bridge to the future. In his address, Governor Pritzker said a graduated tax system is the only way to fix the state's finances, without dramatic spending cuts or across-the-board tax hikes.
Fair tax is what 3/4 of states with income taxes have. We can accomplish this in Illinois with a more competitive rate structure than Wisconsin and Iowa, both of which are outpacing Illinois in job creation and economic growth.
The governor says negotiations could take 18 months. In the meantime, he's calling for legalizing and taxing recreational marijuana and sports betting. Says the two would bring in a combined $370 million a year.
I'm calling on the legislature to take this up immediately so that Illinois can realize hundreds of millions of dollars, create new jobs, and bring sports betting into a regulated environment that will protect citizens from bad actors.
And the governor proposed more money for education, including $100 million more dollars for early childhood education.
College affordability is a paramount investment in near-term economic growth for our state. So I've proposed a 5% increase for public universities and community colleges, as well as an increase in the monetary award program by $50 million to help more than 15,000 more low and moderate income students attend college next year.
Now, there were other proposals as well. Let's run through some of those. A tax on insurance companies to help pay for Medicaid. 126 more staff for the Department of Children and Family Services to protect kids. A 5-cent tax on plastic shopping bags. 36% tax on e-cigarettes, and an increase in regular cigarette taxes. Now, Doug Wolf joins me now. Doug, you've been talking with lawmakers about the governor's tax proposal and plan. Break that down. What are they saying? What's that all about?
Well, Joe, the fair tax that the governor is talking about is also known as the progressive income tax, and currently everyone in Illinois is taxed at the same rate. Under a progressive tax, people who make more money will pay a higher rate. People in lower income brackets will pay a lower rate.
Christians sang songs like Hail Mary and Ave Maria as the inferno raged at the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, others kneeling and praying. Several police sources say they were working on the assumption for now that the fire was accidental, but the cause is still unclear, a day after flames shot out of the roof of the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, France. The Paris prosecutor's office says it has also launched an inquiry into the fire. No one was injured in the fire. Notre Dame sits on an island on the Seine River, marking the very center of Paris, and is among the most visited landmarks in the world. Now, the flames were brought under control overnight. This video here shows the cathedral today. Parisians with Central Illinois ties are still in shock. WAND's Darren Mullen talked to an exchange student at Millikan University and an American living in Paris about the inferno at Notre Dame.
I woke up this morning like a normal day, and I saw like many texts from my parents, from my friends.
After just a few texts, Candace Powell saw one of her country's proudest monuments gone in a cloud of smoke.
And I was like kind of sad for sure, because it's like the core of Paris. It's very famous, so everyone knows Notre Dame in France.
Powell's is a foreign exchange student at Millikan University and has been to Notre Dame several times. So is Kevin Cohen, a linguistics researcher in Paris with family in Central Illinois.
All evening I heard the sirens of the fire engines go by. There were 400 firemen on site. Everyone I know was sitting in front of their TVs all evening.
More than 800 years of history turned to ashes and embers. But Notre Dame is more than the history or even the religious significance.
It's very deeply embedded in not just the historical, but the emotional heart of this country for everyone, regardless of what your religion is.
As the smoke settles and firefighters survey the damage, Pauls hopes this isn't the end, and that a mighty cathedral will once again rise from the ashes.
I hope they are going to like build another stuff or try to imitate at least.
That was WAND's Darren Mullen reporting. The extent of the damage remains unclear, but many relics and artifacts housed in Notre Dame are reported safe. Among them, a crown made of thorns that Jesus wore during the crucifixion. Other relics include fragments of the true cross and one of the holy nails. It also houses relics of other saints, masterpiece artworks, and rose-stained glass windows. Faith leaders across the world are also reacting to yesterday's flames. Springfield Bishop Thomas Paprocki released this statement. Notre Dame Cathedral is more than a church. It's a worldwide iconic symbol of our Catholic faith. My thoughts and prayers are with Catholics around the world who love the cathedral and have lasting memories there. Well, this next story will have you buzzing. Exterminators in Tampa, Florida suited up to destroy a massive nest of yellow jackets.
I feel like I do this every spring myself. The professionals estimate this nest has been growing for more than 2 years.
Whoa.
And had more than 10,000 yellow jackets.
I thought that was a third tree between them.
Yeah, it looks like it's so taller than many of the exterminators right outside a family's home.
At 6:01 a.m. on our Wednesday morning, meteorologist Jessica Dobson is here now. Jess, you walk outside this morning, it actually feels the best it has in a few days. It feels really nice, but now we have to keep our eyes on the skies.
Yeah, we are going to be seeing temperatures today actually at average, so we'll take it. Warmer than what we have been seeing these past couple of days, no doubt, but we're also tracking some showers, a few rumbles of thunder pushing across the area.